Hi Taurus, welcome to your January 2021 Tarot Scope with me, Raphael from Reydiant Reality. It's an absolute pleasure to have you. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for joining me. If you haven't already, please don't forget to like, share, and if you should so choose and it resonates, hit the subscribe button. If you are already a continued subby, you know I love you for it. So here we are, a brand new year. If you haven't seen your 2021 Tarot Scope, check out the links in the description bar below. If you haven't seen your Life Path 2021 reading, you can do so in the link in the description box below. So thank you for being here. Let's get into it. A brand new year, and I think this one's going to be a lot better than the one that we had last year. So let's see what your January has in store for your actions and interactions with the world at large. This month you get the Page of Swords, right? So this is going to be a really busy month for you guys. It looks like there's going to be lots of meetings, lots of talks, lots of information flying back and forth. It may be as well, and I'm going to be really honest with you, it kind of feels like you might be a bit overwhelmed by it. It might just be a bit like info overload this month, and it kind of feels like you're going to be pulled in several different directions. Like everybody wants your opinion on something, everybody needs your input, and you're kind of like, okay, my head's spinning here for a moment. Not necessarily a bad thing though, but it definitely looks like there could be more meetings or interviews taking place over the course of this month. Certainly there's a lot of you looking further afield when it comes to your profession, when it comes to your work. For some of you as well, maybe even thinking about taking some form of study, which is, really, really exciting. For your money and materials, you have the Six of Pentacles. So this is great because it's coupled with the Page of Swords here. So for those of you that work for yourselves, this suggests to me that there's an influx of finances. Maybe there's an investor, maybe there's somebody that wants to work with you or collaborate with you. It's a good bet. The only thing is, like I said, with that Page of Swords there, you could be feeling a bit more frazzled or a bit more maybe even irritable than you would like to be at this moment in time. I just kind of feel like it might be a month where you feel like it's hard to focus, but try not to let that affect anything. Like, you got to stay focused, all right? For your physical health and vitality, this is literally going to be your oh gosh, come on brain, this is literally going to be your shins and your like that general area of your leg, but it's also going to be your blood. So this is a month to, this could be definitely a good month to do a detox for sure. Not just because it's January, but because this card is kind of suggesting that this is a good month to do a cleanse of some sort, especially if it's going to purify you. For your home and hearth as well, like so your Six of Pentacles, this suggests that money around the home is going to be well spent. So it does look like you might have some extra expense this month, but it will be money that is well spent, right? So don't freak out. For your communications and conversations, you have the Emperor. So this could be you connecting with a very powerful person. Now, for those of you that work for somebody else, this suggests that you could be talking to your boss about a pay rise. Maybe you could be asking for more money. Maybe you could be getting more money, but because you're getting more responsibility. For some of you, this looks very promising for work. For others of you, it looks like you might be looking at having to upskill. So it's kind of like maybe your boss says to you, right, okay, we're happy to pay you more, but we're going to need more from you. And in order to get that, you're going to have to do this, this, and this. For those of you that work for yourselves, solopreneurs, entrepreneurs, similar kind of energy, but this is about roping in either maybe, hiring an assistant, maybe speaking to, whether that's part-time or full-time. Maybe this is getting some sort of help. This could be you working with or alongside a coach. It could just as easily be you working with or alongside a business mentor of some sort. So yeah, really nice. And then for those of you that are retired or no longer work for any reason, this kind of suggests study. This is going to be you gaining a skill, and it's not like oh yeah, that would be nice, maybe knitting or crochet or flower arranging. It's going to be something that is really practical, something that you can actually use and put to use pretty quickly, which I really like. For your Heart and half, you got the Wheel of Fortune. So for those of you that are partnered or married, this is a beautiful energy because it suggests that the luck of the relationship or the ease of the relationship is coming back. This is about you guys finding that equal footing again. And if you've had challenges in your relationship, this suggests that January is going to be, it's kind of like everything else is going to be like meh, but not meh, but do you know what I mean? It's like the relationship or the love sector is going to be the thing that really pulls through for you. There's lots of good opportunities. I just feel like you're going to be pushed to the nth degree, and you maybe won't be able to enjoy it as much, if that makes sense. For your for those of you that are single, look at that. I mean, it's coupled with the Emperor, which suggests that you could be meeting somebody that's like a teacher, or maybe a mentor, maybe a coach, but somebody that is in an academic kind of profession, somebody that tends to teach, or deliver information in some regard, which is kind of nice. So, half a teacher. All right, for your weeks of the month, let's have a look. See. Or your first week, you have the World card right underneath the Page of Swords. This is going to be a busy month, and it kind of looks like you guys are going to literally hit the ground running when it comes to coming into 2021. It's almost like you just go straight in, like, right, this is what I want, this is how I'm going to get it, I've just got to go for it, which is great. The other thing is as well, usually when we go to another level, it's kind of like a progression. I'm sorry to say, but it looks like you're just going to be thrown in at the deep end. So as we get into January, you've got to be prepared to swim, Taurus, because it's going to get busy. For your second week of the month, you have the Tower card. So this could be like an influx of clients. It could be, especially for those of you that work for yourselves in some regard, maybe a contract that you already have in place suddenly demands something from you. And if you remember last year, I think it was around October, November, I remember saying to the Taurians, the supply might outstrip the demand and vice versa at a later date. I actually feel like this could be that time. So you might find that suddenly more is demanded of you than you have sort of any idea what to do with. Try to be prepared for that. It's also the Tower card coupled with the Six of Pentacles. I don't know, I just feel like the world's money in January, the sort of like the middle 2 weeks of the month, there might be something going on there, so just bear that in mind. For your third week of the month, you have the Chariot card coupled with the Emperor. That's actually quite nice, because it suggests that work-wise, volunteer-wise, or vocation-wise, whatever you're doing, not only are you acing it, especially if if you're having to study something or to learn something new, that Chariot card suggests that you're like on it. It's like you're sponge, you're just soaking in the information, and you'll do really, really well, which is great. Especially if this is like your boss springs it on you and says, yeah, we want you to do well. We're going to give you, we want to start prepping you for management or upper management or, the next level or whatever. But you've got to get this and this for it. And you're just like, yeah, let's have it. All right. So that's great. For those of you that don't work, like I said, whatever you're studying, it's like you just have an aptitude for it. It will be like, you'll just know and you'll love it. It looks like you'll be having a really good time. And then for your fourth week of the month, you have the Sun card coupled with the Wheel of Fortune. This is good news. It's good luck, possibly coming in for your partner. A relationship could be bringing you some sort of financial blessing or boon in some regard, which is great. There could just be more money available to you and your partner here in this fourth week of the month. For those of you that are single, you're definitely meeting somebody that is very learned, but interestingly enough, I wouldn't say that this person is necessarily older. They just happen to be intelligent. So that's really exciting. Brains and beauty. All right, so let's have a look at your key to the month and what you might need to know for it. And for that, you get the Seven of Swords. All right, so it's not an easy card, and for those of you that have been with me long enough, you know this is like my least favorite. What I will say to you is, whatever is presented to you this month, just make sure, and remember, obviously right at the end of the month we're coming into a Mercury retrograde, but with this Seven of Swords, just remember that over the course of this month of January, you really want to make sure if somebody promises something and you're thinking it's going ahead, make sure you've got it in writing. This is a time where everything needs to be backed up. And especially in this first week of the month, I'm not even going to suggest the second because you've got the Tower. In the first week of the month, protect all of your information. This would be a really good time, the first week, not the second week onwards, but the first week would be a good time to check your passwords, PIN numbers, all the rest of it. It would be a good time to change them to something new. All right, with that said, I wish you an abundance of all of that good stuff. Have a fantastic month. Let me know in the comments how it shapes up. Take care, and I'll see you soon.